That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction Monday.
All right, TJ, what do you have over there for us?
All right, here we go, Rich. Like I said, I'm going to try to do Brockman the service here. Coach K.
Yes.
5 national championships going for his 6th, right?
Unbelievable.
And despite what Brockman said weeks ago about like this tainting his legacy and all that other crap. Worst take ever.
Because he lost at Cameron.
You know, in
his last game.
You look at me, and now I'm winning the Rich Eisen Show bracket because I picked Duke, and it got me to thinking. Coach K wins national title number 6, right?
Yes.
That means he passes John Wooden as the greatest of all time in men's college basketball. What do you think about that?
No, he won't pass him for most championships, but he will have a significant amount. He's had more Final Fours, and he's also had more wins than anybody else.
But we're also looking at the modern era, to be able to do it now when guys are transferring, leaving after a year. He didn't have the luxury of keeping Kareem for 4 years. That
will be if he cuts down the nets and he does it one. Like you could make the case that his resume, is worthy of this conversation now that he doesn't need these next 2. But it would lead to the question: is he greater than Wooden? Which I would love for a member of the media to ask Mike Krzyzewski that very question to him personally at a podium where he's got the nets around his neck. The nets around his neck. He's sitting there. Hey, coach, does this make you better than John Wooden? And just leave it out there.
What if he says, hell yeah?
That would be great. Or he would get off the podium and slap somebody right across the face.
The audacity. All right, Ben.
But I will just say that no. However, he is in that conversation. And yes, for a certain generation, he is that. Like for young kids and, people in their 20s who never heard John Wooden speak or know of what he was about, other than the fact he used to win a lot with Kareem, who wasn't Kareem at the time, and Bill Walton, that crazy guy who calls games deep at night on ESPN. Oh yeah, that guy.
Thank you for my life.
I think Coach K is the Wooden of that generation. So,
okay.
What else over there?
All right. So, we were talking to Peter King earlier, and it seems like, there's 32 NFL teams, right?
Yes, yeah.
Seems like everyone's kind of got their quarterback situation for the most part figured out, right?
Yes, TJ.
Kind of made me thinking. I was thinking about the Browns and Baker Mayfield, and it got me to thinking, barring a preseason injury, Baker Mayfield is going to start week 1 of this NFL season on the unemployment line.
No, I think that's an overreaction. He will not be unemployed. He may not be a starter, though. And I told you, I think still, as it sits here right now, if the Browns are not relenting on whatever financials there are, or they're potentially trying to get Baker to where he wants to go to do him a quote-unquote solid, right? This thing may go all the way through to the draft. And again, if you are going to create a competition at quarterback, because wherever he goes, he's not going to be installed as the starter. So that's simple. He's
going to have to win.
And he's going to have to win a job, whether it's against Sam Darnold in Carolina or it's against Drew Lock in Seattle or another part unknown that we're just not familiar with right now. There's no way somebody's going to acquire him for that amount of money, which is $18 million. They're just not going to do that. So you'd rather maybe draft somebody instead and have your own guy and your own system. You drafted him. He's yours for at least 4, maybe 5 years if you go in the first round. So I think he'll be, I would say this, it's more likely he's unemployed on draft day than opening day.
Okay.
But he may not be a starter come week 1. That's not an overreaction at all.
That's crazy.
The way it currently looks.
All right, Rich. A few weeks ago, something happened that really affected you. And we saw the reaction that Juwan Howard got after his handshake line slap. And I tried to tell you, man, I know you were upset about it. And I said, look, Rich, in a couple years, nobody outside of Michigan is even going to be thinking about this slap, right? Well, a few years turned into a couple weeks after what happened last night. And, little did I know that timeline would be accelerated so quickly. So what happened after that is we're not so much thinking about Juwan Howard's slap anymore. It's now Will Smith. And after the slap heard around the world, I'm thinking Will Smith has tarnished his Oscar win, and people are going to remember him for the slap more than anything he's done in his career.
I don't think that's an overreaction at all. Ever. I mean, ever. It will be, and this is the sort of stuff you need to think about in life these days. I don't think that's off base. I think that's a proper reaction right now. Again, I saw yesterday on my Twitter timeline during Oscar Day just a few Oscar moments from previous years. Mm-hmm. The Moonlight, La La Land, snafu at the end of at the end of the Oscars a couple years ago for Best Picture. Jack Palance winning his Oscar, and he did push-ups on the stage, right? And then David Niven was presenting years ago, the actor, and there was a streaker that came out behind him. And, his reaction to it being impeccable and perfectly timed, and his answer something along the lines that somebody would, have his national television debut, and show up his shortcomings was kind of a lot like. So Oscar moments, great moments in Oscar history will always be shown year in and year out. And this is going to be one of the most infamous, slapping one of the most famous comedians across the face, and then winning the Oscar moments later is something that we'll just hopefully never see again.
And no one's talking about that. He reached the pinnacle, man, and no one's talking about the fact that he won that statue. And
it's unfortunate. It's just there are no winners. So, but I think that's an appropriate reaction.
Okay.
I don't think that's an overreaction.
Now we got some more football ones here, Rich.
What do you got? Okay.
Now that the cheetah is down in Miami, okay, Tyreek Hill is with the Dolphins. Things are going to change a little bit in Kansas City. I mean, teams didn't really play too much man defense against the Chiefs, right? I think that Patrick Mahomes is going to find out that, not having Tyreek Hill, defense is going to have a little bit easier time game planning for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
No, it's an overreaction. You know what? And this is going to gain more and more traction. It'll gain more and more traction. It being the Chiefs dynasty is over. Brockman, this is your version of the Overreaction Monday that the Chiefs dynasty is over from last week's overreaction. No, thank you. I'm not in on that.
You're not buying that one?
No. Mahomes is incredibly, supremely, remarkably talented. Travis Kelce's not going anywhere. The line is terrific. Getting better and better and better.
Tyreek Hill, though, man.
Tyreek Hill is next level.
He was special.
It is next level. He is next level. But I will just say, let's see who they draft. Let's see how they fill in for him. Let's see how it all works out. And I just know that I would bet the Chiefs making the AFC Championship game before the Dolphins, and Mahomes winning an MVP before any quarterback the Dolphins put in there. I'll take it.
Okay.
And you want to take the field? I'll give you the field on that. The field being the Dolphins. You want to take the Dolphins? I'll take the Chiefs.
All right, let's go. All right.
I'll still take him.
So, Rich.
That's an overreaction.
This weekend, NFL coaches, GMs, owners, they all got together. They're all arriving down at West Palm Beach for the annual league meetings, right? And you've told us that when these people get together, they like to talk a little bit, right? Like the chit-chat. But now you got the owners, you got the coaches, you got the GMs, you got everybody in power, and now they're down there, right? They're hanging out, Rich. They're having parties. Yeah. They're at the pool, sipping a cocktail. They're at the hotel bar. Deals are being made. All types of stuff is being taught.
A lot of square, cubed cheese plates and crackers. Yes.
Bring me your finest meats and cheeses.
Yeah. There's a new player on the roster, and his name is Crudite.
The charcuterie plates must be outstanding there.
Off the charts at the Breakers Hotel.
And it got me thinking. The pool, the bar, the combination of the cast and characters. This was a better party than any Oscar gala that we could have had last night.
I don't know, man.
I can confirm, having gone to one,
I don't
Breakers
know.
was very
And
good.
I don't just
DJ.
mean last night. I mean over the weekend. This part, just like Bill Murray said in Chase, Lee Harvey, you know how to party.
No, I know, and
you are a madman.
I don't know, man. There's still some people that still need to, it's still a work. It's still a work event. It's still a work event. You're. Yeah, it's not like the caddies are jumping in the pool for 20 minutes.
No,
like it's
they're not.
it's still sort of like when Rodney walked into that dance and the dinner at the first time.
Okay.
I need to choose my words carefully here. But it's not like everybody's cutting a rug.
All right. So you're saying they know how to act in public?
No,
is what you're saying.
I'd take Vanity Fair Oscar party or Governor's Oscar party or whatever over. It's a wonderful event. It's terrific. It's very nice, but it's still a very corporate structure. So
Belichick didn't go up and slap Peterson for robbing him of a Super Bowl. Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. But it is a great to see all of these football men and women in this place all together, and there's just a lot of chit chat though, and you pick up a lot of stuff.
Interesting.
Yes, it's a much more well-to-do combine.
All right. I'm just saying. I thought that might be the party, bro.
Yeah, there's definitely a better drink selection than at the combine. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.